Well, as usual, I'm loving Celebrity Big Brother. I love Big Brother. You know, I'm such a fan. It's very, very strange me watching this series because it only feels like a couple of weeks since I was in there myself. And I'm not happy with strangers living in my house. It's really winding me up, actually. I'm at home going, get out of my bed. So it's a weird feeling, and it's also weird knowing how they're feeling. Because I used to watch it as just a viewer. And I was the viewer screaming at the telly going, oh, for God's sake, just nominate, or just do this, or why are you crying? But now I've experienced it, you know, I have got a bit more compassion for the housemates. I'm jealous this time round of the igloo situation. That looks fantastic. And also it's an extra room to go and get away in. Everything else is basically the same. Might have changed the furniture position a bit, but and the colours and stuff, but yeah, the bedroom looks a bit more, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Sexy.
Sexy? No, that wasn't the word. That's you thinking those thoughts. It looks more boutique-y because it's got chairs and stuff in there. But no, the igloo I'm a bit jealous of. Oh, the first nominations. I was going to say the first nominations are the worst, but actually every nomination's awful. And that was one of the things on the way in that I didn't think I'd have a problem with because like I said, I've watched the show since the beginning of time. And I always thought, well, the nominations are the main part of the game, so you just go in and you do it. But it is actually really awful to go in, and especially within the first, well, I was going to say especially in the first couple of days, because you either know someone really well or you haven't got to know them at all. In some respects, that can make it easier if you think you haven't bonded. I think it gets harder as it goes along. But it's never a nice thing to do. Unless you've got a real beef with someone, and then it's really easy. Yeah, if I was in there, I definitely would have nominated Heidi and Spencer for the same reasons. The fact that they didn't come out and say hello, so they immediately put that wall up. And because you have to find reasons within a few short hours of nominating someone, and they immediately handed a reason to everyone on a plate. I think when you're first nominated, the first few hours when it's announced that you're up are really difficult. Then the next day you're okay, you kind of forget about it. And then the day of eviction, again, is quite a stressful day. But it's always on the back of your mind. And I never thought that the stairs would scare me, but from the moment I walked down them, they were the scariest thing in the house for me, the stairs and the door at the top. I think it's really difficult to say. I mean, I've been on Twitter and things like that, and Facebook, and there's quite a few people saying they don't want Spidey to go, or Laura, because they're making it interesting. But at the same time, I adore Frankie. I think he's such good fun. I think he's going to be more fun. You know, him and Neil have created, and Rylan have created a lot of the laughter in there. I think it'd be so sad to lose him. And there's also an element of me that I think it's cruel why people want them to stay, the bad ones, you know, to torture the others. And it might make good telly. For me, it makes uncomfortable telly. I don't know who's going to go. I think if I was forced to choose, I would evict Paula. Who do I think is a potential winner? Well, at this stage, I have to say Rylan. The three men for me are standing out at the moment: Rylan, Frankie, and Neil. And then out of the women, I think Trisha could do really well.